After a lukewarm reception in theaters, Death of a Unicorn, a genre-blending fantasy horror film starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, is finding new life on streaming. The A24-produced film has climbed to the top of HBO Max's Top 10 Movies Today chart, signaling an impressive rebound for a movie once considered one of the studio's rare stumbles in 2025. A24, the New York-based distributor renowned for its daring and eclectic lineup, has had a notably diverse year. From the high-concept fantasy adventure The Legend of Oki and Ari Aster's violent modern western Eddington to the absurdist black comedy Friendship starring Tim Robinson, the studio has embraced risk across genres. But unlike many of its more critically favored peers, Death of a Unicorn had a rockier start. The film first premiered at the 2025 SXSW Film Festival, generating considerable buzz thanks to its cast and bizarre premise. However, early reactions were mixed. Critics offered restrained praise at best, with the film landing at a 53% score on Rotten Tomatoes, based on over 200 reviews. In contrast, general audiences were more enthusiastic, awarding it a 76% score on the platform's popcorn meter, which gauges viewer satisfaction. Death of a Unicorn follows the story of a father-daughter duo, played by Rudd and Ortega, who accidentally hit a unicorn with their car en route to a weekend retreat. The retreat, hosted by Rudd's billionaire boss, Richard E. Grant, quickly spirals into a surreal exploration of greed and mysticism as the group seeks to exploit the unicorn's supposed healing powers. The ensemble cast also includes Will Poulter, Anthony Carrigan, Sunita Mani, Stephen Park, Jessica Hines, and Catherine Irby. Despite its intriguing concept and star power, the film struggled at the box office. It wrapped up its theatrical run with a modest $16.1 million return on a $15 million budget. While technically not a flop, the movie didn't deliver the breakout success A24 had hoped for. That all changed with its arrival on HBO Max. Thanks to A24's ongoing licensing deal with HBO, Death of a Unicorn quickly found a new and more receptive audience in the streaming space. The movie has overtaken major competitors, including Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler, and A24's own Opus. Both had previously performed well but have now slipped to second and third place, respectively. Jenna Ortega's popularity on streaming platforms is a significant factor in the film's sudden resurgence. After her breakout role in Wednesday, one of Netflix's most-watched series, Ortega has become a familiar and bankable face for digital-first audiences. Her presence in Death of a Unicorn likely drew in viewers curious to see her in a darker, more surreal role than she typically plays. Paul Rudd's involvement also shouldn't be underestimated. Known for his consistent charm and comedic timing, Rudd brings a familiar sensibility to the film that balances its more grotesque or fantastical elements. The chemistry between Rudd and Ortega anchors the story, making even its strangest turns feel oddly grounded. Although critics were less impressed with the film's tonal shifts and narrative pacing, viewers on HBO Max appear to appreciate its unique blend of satire, horror, and fantasy. For many, Death of a Unicorn has turned into the kind of oddball discovery that streaming was made for, something unconventional that might not have worked on the big screen but resonates in the comfort of home viewing. Its current success highlights a broader trend in the film industry. Theatrical underperformers can now find redemption through streaming. Especially with content-heavy platforms like HBO Max, films that struggle to make a splash at the box office can become sleeper hits with the right marketing and word of mouth. As A24 prepares for more high-profile releases later in the year, including Highest to Lowest and The Smashing Machine, its streaming pipeline continues to be a valuable safety net for projects that may have missed their mark in cinemas. For Death of a Unicorn, that second chance has paid off. What once seemed like a curious misstep has transformed into one of the most watched movies on a major platform. Sometimes all it takes is a unicorn and a little streaming magic.